Oh, hello. My name's Mike. I'm one of the camp wardens down here at Hollinwood. Welcome to our site. We'd like to give you a tour around the site. All right, let's go. Oh, excellent. You've made it this far. Fantastic. Right, just to let you know where we are at the moment, we're at our huge, fantastic beech tree here at the corner of the site. The area you've just walked past is our pine area, and we're going to have some hammock camping areas and backwoods camping areas in there. Behind me is the beech woodland with the bracken, and that's where our main glades are going to be for camping on the site. Come on then. Oh, we've got this far. Brilliant. While you're here, through the trees just behind you is the Canal Bank is up there. Now, when we moved onto the site, that was completely open, and it was a bit of an access risk for us with the young people being on site. So very fortunately, we got a grant from GMP, from the Sheriff's Office, to help us to put a fence up there, which if you walk along the canal and look down, you can actually see, but it has made the site a lot secure. That actually cost us £3,500 though, just for that fencing that runs along there, which is a lot of money. And that's where we are looking for help as well. We desperately need people to help us with doing grants, applying for grants and things like that. So if you're good with a pen, we don't need people that can dig every time, but if you're good with a pen and creative, we'd love you to speak to us and see if you can help us with grant filling out. That'd be fantastic. So we're sort of at the moment at the furthest point on the campsite at the moment. In the future, we have got options on some land over the back there, but that's going to be a lot further down the line where we'll be opening that area up. But in the meantime, we're going to walk back through the wood here and go and have a look down this way. So if you want to follow me down here. Oh, there you are. Sorry, I've just been off picking this stuff out. Bane of the campsite, this Himalayan balsam. It's a weed and it grows prolifically and it gets everywhere. We're trying to get it eradicate it from the campsite, but it's an ongoing thing. That's where you could help actually. We really need volunteers that can come and help us on a weekend or possibly on a weekday. We're thinking of setting up some weekday evening activities for people to help. Just doing site maintenance, it's like a massive garden. And that's what it is. It's 40 odd acres of woodland that we've got to keep going. Pulling this stuff out is dead easy. Once it's about this height, you just pull it out the thing and drop it on the ground, and that kills it off. As long as we get it before the seeds come, because then it just spreads everywhere. Anyway, we're at one of our camping glades that we're opening up here. You'll see it's pretty leveled at the moment. We're hoping to get some grass to seed on here soon, which will help mat it in. But yeah, this is one of our camping sites. You'll also see just behind the tree over there, there's a large plastic bin. It's not a bin, they're there for a purpose. The ground is actually peat, so we want to ensure that if we do have a peat fire, we've got ready access to water. So they're going to be filled with emergency water supplies very shortly. So do come with me. We're going to move across this campsite now and cut out the end. Come on then. Hiya, still here, brilliant. So where are we now? Well, we're looking at this area here that you can see is fenced off is going to be our main compound. We're actually near the centre of the campsite here and the entrance. So what we're going to have in this area is, over to the far side will be our warden's cabin. Behind that will be our crew quarters, the staff. We're going to have an area in the middle for working on equipment. Our containers that you'll see later on are still on the car park when we moved on to here, and we're also going to have a start-up building which will be a multi-use, multi-function activity centre. Just further over in the glade that we'll walk through in a short while that we've cleared out, that's where our toilet block's going to go, and that's actually our phase 1 building that we're putting up, because having toilets and access to clean washing facilities is an absolute necessity these days. But however, that does come at a cost. Now, believe it or not, the toilet block and the associated sewage system, because we're off-grid down here, is going to cost us in the region of £250,000. Now, we're working towards that, and again, this is where we desperately need help with fundraising. So if you can help anyway with fundraising, we'd love to see that. One of the ways that you could help is your business. If you've got a business, you could buy a brick, and we've got a buy a brick campaign. But that is aimed at businesses. It's £1,000 a brick. I know it's expensive, but it is aimed at businesses. But there's lots of ways that you as a person can help us. So we're going to carry on a little bit further. We're going to take you down the track, down this set way, over the ditch that's a little bit further down. Don't worry, there's a bridge. And then onto the big open camping fields. Come on then. Hey, not far now. I know it feels like a trek, but we're getting there. Honestly, not far to go. So where are we now? Well, we're about halfway down our what used to be a huge field. This was just an open field. Can you believe 4 years ago we planted all these trees? The trees that are on here were planted by volunteers, just like you, like if you can come and help volunteer with us. And they're doing really well. The area that we've got over here is we're building a field kitchen. So this is going to be a small block-shaped building that's going to be on there, built out of wood. And the reason we're actually doing that first is that's part of our planning application. So if we get that in, our planning consent is deemed to be substantial then, and we can move forward. So that's what we're building on this field. Around this site there are a number of large open areas. These can be used for activities, they can be used for different camping events, large events, all sorts of things like that. So it's really good. Thanks for watching our short video tour. We hope to see you soon.